Hey gang, welcome back for another video. Glad to be here with you once more. Your buddy, Rod, Dr. Silver Age, hanging out down here. I want to just grab these before I forget out of the rack because they're part of what I'm going to show today. Right? Okay. Today I'm going to do DC Westerns that I've gotten recently. So, and then if there's time left over, then I'm going to try and do a Go-Go Checks update. So, let's see here. Alright. So, we got ourselves a stack to make our way through here. So, we'll see if we can't get it done fairly quickly. Maybe I won't gab so much as I did in the previous video. All right. First one starting off is All-Star Western number 8. Nice copy. Really like that one. That was pretty cool. And we got Tomahawk number 94. I like that Tomahawk series, especially the Neil Adams covers that he does late in the series. Does some fantastic work. You know, try to fix that light there. So, all right, then we have Johnny Thunder number 3, and this was a short run. I think it was only three issues where they reprinted some of the Johnny Thunders from All-Star, the Golden Age, I believe, All-Star, or maybe Silver Age. Anyway, Johnny Thunder, Bronze Age, reprint, number 3. Then we have an original one here. All-Star Western number 119. This is one that I was looking for. I like the cover. I also wanted these two characters, the story that these two characters were in, because they were both fairly big Western characters for DC. And this one of them is Madam 44, which I do not love that name. Madam 44, Outlaw Queen in the Ghost Town gunfight. And she's there with Johnny Thunder. Really like that one. That was one I've been seeking out. So it took a long time to find one that was in decent shape and affordable, just like anything else from the Silver Age and the Bronze Age. This one here is All-Star Western number 90. More Johnny Thunder action going on here. All right, and we're continuing with the All-Star Western theme. This is the Bronze Age series, and this is number 3, starring El Diablo and Outlaw. I like the El Diablo character. I think that's a Neil Adams cover. I think it's a Neil Adams cover. I'd have to double check, but sure looks like one. All right, and then I'm trying to put together the run of Jonah Hex. What am I looking for? I'm trying to say. Oh, we're gonna fix that a little bit here. Okay, yeah. So my head doesn't keep going. Anyway, so I'm trying to put together the Jonah Hex Bronze Age series, his first solo series. So I'm piecing that together as I go. When I find, I try to find lots on eBay where there's ones where I don't have them. That's what most of these came from, was one lot. I didn't have any of them, so it worked out really good. Here we go with Jonah Hex, number 25. Jonah Hex, number 30. Jonah Hex, number 33. Jonah Hex, number 58. And Jonah Hex, number 64. So that helped bolster my Jonah Hex Bronze Age series. Now we got, from the new 52 era, we got All-Star Western featuring Jonah Hex. And this is the zero issue. Then we have All-Star Western number 1. Number 2. Number 3, this is a pretty cool cover right here. Guns, Gore, Gotham. Enough said, right? All-Star Western number 3. All-Star Western number 4. All-Star Western number 5. Number 6 was not in the lot, but we then jumped to number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. And number 11. And the Jonah Hex series, the second volume, which was done in like, I want to say 08, no, probably 06. I think it was 06, 07, 2006, 2007. I'm putting together, filling in that run of my Jonah Hex. So we have number 36. That's a cool cover right there. 37. 38. Love this cover. 39. That's a cool looking cover right there for a Western. Yes, sirree. That is cool. And number 52. Okay. Then we're going to go back in time to the Bronze Age, and where Jonah Hex got his start in Weird Western Tales. I think it was Weird Western Tales number 10, which is probably a book I'll never own, because it's expensive. So probably missed the chance to buy that when it was in the dollar bin back in the 80s, you know. But anyway, these are Weird Western Tales. They're fillers to go in and help me fill out my Weird Western Tales series. Okay, and we start off with number 63. And this is after, I think it's number 39, I think was the beginning of the series with Scalp Hunter, an Indian and a Native American character. Jonah Hex went up to 38, I believe, and then they swapped over to this character and trying to fill in that. Number 62. $59. I'm going backwards in the numbering on these ones for some reason. $59. $57. Got a rattler about to bite your ankle, bite your leg. 56. $55. And $50. Okay. Wow. Not bad. Got through that stack in about 13 minutes. Excellent. All right. Straighten these out a little bit here. Get them all going, facing the same way. So, I'd be curious to hear in the comments, those of you who are regulars and those of you who are just swinging by, just happen to stop in. I'd be curious to hear if any of you collect Jonah Hex or any Western series. You don't hear too many people discussing the Western series, whether it be Marvel or DC or even Charlton. So I'm just curious to know if there's any kind of a following out there greater than myself. I'm sure there is, but all right. So we got time now. I'm going to do a quick Go-Go Checks quest update. So we're going to bring up the Go-Go Checks. Whoops, where are you? My Go-Go Checks official spreadsheet. Okay, I don't know how well this will show up, because it's kind of looks like it's washed out, I can make out the important number, which is 53, but okay. I've got like 6 books here that I picked up fairly recently as part of my Go-Go Checks quest. We'll start it off with Detective Comics number 352. Got the elongated man in a story in the backup feature. We got Batman 184. One of the few Batman Go-Go Checks ones that I could still afford. Detective Comics number 351. I think with this one here, the only book left in the detective run that I need is the one where Batgirl debuts. And that one is extremely expensive, so I don't see me getting that one anytime soon, unless I buy one off of eBay that's a fair or poor copy. And I try not to do that, even with my Go-Go Checks, even though they're not really part of my collection, true collection. It's like a side quest. I do like to have them look presentable. So that means have a cover still attached and not beat up like a doormat. So, okay. Then we got Batman number 191. This one here, that's probably about as bad as I'll go. You can see the stain underneath the M and the A. There's like a little brown stain there. But other than that, it's all intact. You know, so I mean, not too bad. Okay, and these romance comics, they're so expensive now, and they're going up. I don't know why. I mean, is it just because of the rarity of them? Because maybe they didn't survive, you know, didn't survive well from the 60s on, so there's not many of them. I don't know. But this one here is Heartthrobs number 103. I think I only need a couple more of the Heartthrobs. Let's look on the board here, because I have the comics listed, and then the issues. The yellow are ones that I have, the red are ones that I do not have, and the green are ones that I have purchased. They're in the mail coming. So I've got one that's in the mail coming, and that was $3.52. Or did I already? Is that $3.52? Yeah, it's there. So I gotta change that from coming to here. All right, and what was I looking at? Heartthrobs. So I need two more in Heartthrobs. I need 102 and I need 107 for Heartthrobs, and then I will have had all. Whoops. There's only 9 issues in that series that have go-go checks on them. Currently, I have 7 of them. So I just need those 2. And this one here closed out a series for me. And this is The Adventures of Bob Hope 106. This was the last Bob Hope go-go checks book I needed. I held off buying this. I saw it quite a few times. I held off buying it because I could have sworn I had this before. But I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't find it. So, I mean, it could be anywhere in those boxes that I've still got to go through, you know. But I could have sworn that I had it. But rather than risk not having it, this one came up. It was very, very inexpensive, and it was in good shape. So I said, just pull the trigger on it. And then that way I know for sure I have one. So, Bob Hope, go-go checks. Halloween type issue, I think. So, it says September for a cover date, and that's usually a couple of months ahead. So this is probably like in August or something. I don't know. All right. So, with that, again, I don't know if you can see it. Okay or not. Let's see. Let me just turn off this light and see if that helps. Not really. It's just so hard to see that display. All right, we'll put the light back on. Put it up. I don't know. Anyway, we'll put that back up. Okay. Anyway, so according to this, right here, this is the total number of go-go checks books that DC put out in the mid-60s. 537. I currently have 484 of those, which leaves me with 53 go-go checks books left to get. Again, like I said, I know there's that detective one with Batgirl, probably never gonna own. There's a couple of Batman ones that I'm never going to own. One is the first appearance of the Scarecrow. One is the first appearance of Poison Ivy. And I know there's a third one in there. But even the other ones are getting kind of pricey there. I think there's one more square-bound giant-size issue around the 180s, 182, 185, something like that I can get. And the romance comics, which is what makes up the majority of that, is the romance comics. A lot of those I'm not going to get because they're just going up in price, and I only got so much expendable income, and there's a lot of other things that I collect, so spreading it around pretty thin. Have to pick and choose my battles. So, Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, the only one I need of that is number 70. Which is, I believe, like the first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman, I think, or one of the first. Anyway, Catwoman's on the cover, and so because she's in it and she's a Batman villain, the price is crazy. One that is still attainable is Sugar and Spike number 71. However, that is one that does not come up on eBay too often. I've only seen it like once or twice, and they wanted kind of high money for the condition it was in. So I opted not to get it. Kick myself now because I haven't seen it in a while. And I get notifications, I'm sure like a lot of you do if you shop on eBay. I get notifications every time that book gets posted up. And I haven't seen one posted in quite a while. But that one there, I think, might be still attainable. Strange Adventures, number 187. That one there, that's another one, because it's the first appearance of the Enchantress, of all characters, the Enchantress, because she was in Suicide Squad. That book went through the roof. Stupid money for it. So that is one that I probably won't get. What else? The rest is the romance ones. I need one more of the Young Love, which is issue number 62. And then there are several, like girls' romances. I need like 9 of those. 9 out of 12. I only have 3. And the other ones are 2 and 3. Secret Hearts, there's 7 more that I need there. I only have 5 there. But I was able to, like I said, close out at least one more series, which was the Bob Hope. Close that out. And again, my target number now is down to 53. Realistically, probably get half of those. Optimistically, probably get half of those. Over the next year. So, but again, unless something happens to change that, the Batmans and that one detective, or that, Strange Adventures. That just kills me. Strange Adventures, 87. All the other books around it, up and down the line, are relatively inexpensive. And just that one, because she appeared in a movie, what the devil does that have to do with anything? Really? People are going to say, oh, I want to know about the Enchantress. I'm going to go buy her book. And that in turn creates a demand, and the supply is probably lower than the demand. Is that how this works? Because that doesn't make sense to me. It was like I don't know. Don't get it. Anyway, All right. So I think, where are we? We're closing in on another 30 minutes. So we're going to wrap this baby up. I know there was something else I wanted to show, and I can't remember what it is now. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember if it was a toy. Oh, I'll show this off. Kill a few seconds. It's Batman 66. It's got the... I can't get it right. There we go. Got the Batmobile. I'm a sucker for the Batmobile. That 66 Batmobile. I think it was a Futura, I think it was. Modified by Barry, or Barris, however you say his name. But, I mean, this is pretty cool. So anytime I can find an affordable Batmobile, I'll pick one up. And there you go. Right there. Yeah. Just love that car. Love the design. I always have often said, if I was to win one of those mega lotteries and get like $400 million after taxes or something like that, that I would seek out. I think there was 6 original Batmobiles made, and I would seek out the owners of each of those and try to buy one of those Batmobiles. To me, that's the coolest car ever. Followed closely by probably the Black Beauty, the Green Hornet's car. But that Batmobile, that would be like a lifetime holy grail right there. That would be so cool to just have and just drive, just sit in your yard. I just sit in it in my yard. I don't know. That's probably sad. But doggone, can't help it. Love that car. So anyway, let's show that. That was pretty good. Speaking of the Green Hornet, got that special edition TV guide with the Green Hornet article on it. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I collect old TV guides too, from the 60s and 70s. Some of them into the 80s, but pretty much the 60s and 70s, because that's when I grew up. That's, when I grew up and watched a lot of TV, There's one, this is a Christmas one from 1969. Okay? But this is, we'll see if we can't get this in there. That's the Saturday morning lineup. I mean, that was Saturday mornings, man. They were precious. They were a sacred time for a kid. That was a sacred time to be a kid. Sunday mornings weren't far behind, and then weekday afternoons, you get to see all kinds of Dark Shadows. Oh man, Dark Shadows. I used to get mad at my mom if she wouldn't call me in when Dark Shadows come on at like 4 o'clock. Because Barnabas was the man, What else was on? The Munsters. Yeah, I used to love the Munsters. I mean, there was just things that they did back then that they don't do now. At least not the same way. Like here at 4:30 on a Monday, right? 4:30 on a Monday, okay? On channels 5 and 7, they had Santa Claus. Just probably a half-hour show dedicated to Santa Claus. Probably took calls from kids or something like that. You know, just stuff like that. I miss stuff like that. I miss the kids shows that, like, we used to have a local one out of Manchester, New Hampshire, called Uncle Gus Show. I mean, and he showed cartoons, showed Popeye cartoons, showed Dick Tracy cartoons, Mr. Magoo cartoons, but you don't see any of those anymore. I'm sure there are probably some politically correct reason why they can't show them. I don't know. I never thought anything about it when I was a kid. I just enjoyed the cartoons. They were just cartoons, you know. But, it was just all kinds of neat things. I just like reading these. It's almost like reading reading a paperback, you know. Because a lot of times I can see an episode. Oh, I remember. Oh, I'm not going to say I remember watching it on that day or whatever, but I can say I remember that episode, or I remember that TV show, or I remember that show being on at that time and what I was doing, what was going on in my life at that point. You know, I mean, for a long time I'd watch Gilligan's Island at like, I think it was 5 o'clock on channel 56 or channel 9. I can't remember. But, and then shortly after that, I knew my dad was going to be home from work. You know, it was just little things like that. And, so I love, there are shows in here that, you know, you forget because they didn't last. Like, The Immortal with Christopher George. Christopher George was he could have been one of the action heroes. If he was taken out and transplanted today, he would have been one of the action heroes. He played Commander Troy on the Rat Patrol. That's the TV series he was most famous for. He did a show called The Immortal. Didn't last very long. Lasted, I think, 1 season. But a guy who had special blood that he didn't age like everybody else. So then the bad guys were after him to try and get control of his blood so they could be forever immortal, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, he was one of the men there. There was Captain Kirk, there was Commander Troy, there was James West, those are the 3 biggies, and John Robinson, from Lost in Space, you know. But I just enjoy the memories. It's all about enjoying the memories with me for all these. You know, here's one from 1962, July 7th. So this one here includes the week of my birth. My true birth. You know, here's one from August 2nd, 1969. You know? And I got a bunch of these. I probably got about, I don't know, 50 or 60 of them. And this is from 1974. You know, I just enjoy reading them, you know, and again, it's all about memories for me, nostalgia. So, alright, went over the 30-minute mark. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks again. Appreciate you guys coming over and hanging out down here in the clubhouse with me one more time. We'll see you next time. Everybody be safe, be happy, be healthy. Just take care of yourselves out there, okay? And we will see you next time where we'll be talking about the Charlton Westerns. And there's quite a bunch of them right there, just right over there. Just waiting to go through and be shared with you next time. So till then, we're going to say we'll see you next time. 6 to an even. Over and out.